to this beautiful day. Peyton, it's nice to see you again. This time with a quote by Adyashanti, which is we are always pushing and pulling because we see life as something that we negotiate rather than something we are. Do you have any thoughts on this one? This time, a really short conversation.
For sure.
Share your thoughts if you want.
Looking forward to it. This is a great quote by Adyashanti. It points to something that's kind of ever present for a lot of us, and that's that we're reacting to experience and we're pushing and pulling all the time. We're constantly labeling what we like and what we don't like about a situation. We're judging things, whether it's other people or just circumstances that we're in. All the time, we're on some implicit level wishing that things were other than how they were. Maybe it's we have something that we don't like, maybe it's we don't have something we do like. It's ever present. And even when we have almost everything that we like, there's still always that next thing that we want. Always looking forward to not just how is this circumstance, but how do I wish this circumstance was different. And what he means by life as something that we are, in my view, is that regardless of what circumstances we're in, regardless of what the content of this present moment is, it is this present moment. We are living out our destiny in every moment. We are living out reality in every moment. Everything we encounter is exactly as it is, and it's an ever present reality that the present has already arrived. That what we're encountering right here is already right here. And what I believe he's pointing to as something we are, life as something that we are, rather than something that we negotiate, is there's a way of being that is sort of the going with the flow, is sort of a understanding that we're going to act, we're going to work, we're going to respond to the things that come up, but there's also a harmony that we can find with the nature of things, with the Tao, with the present moment, with the universal nature, with creation, or however we want to call it, where we recognize that this is reality and I don't need to disagree and fight with it all the time. I can act within it, I can respond to it, I can pursue a vision and take deliberate steps in order to manifest some different reality in the future, and we'll continue to do that. But along the way, can we relax? Can we accept what is? Can we flow with it? That's a bit of the posture that I think many of us, myself included, could use more and more, just in terms of our initial response, in terms of our initial reactions when we see the many stimulus or many stimuli of our day-to-day lives. What do you think about this?
And great insights. Um, when I think about this quote that we see life as something that we negotiate rather than something we are. It reminds me that we do not see the world as it is. Rather, we see the world as we perceive it. And this is shaped by our beliefs and by our state which we are in. So if you haven't slept for 3 nights, you will for sure see the world differently than when you wake up well rested, with fresh energy. So what this points towards is that we see the world as we are, like not only as we identify ourselves to be, but also as we like made up our system to be, as we rested to be. We see the world full of colors, full of beauty. When we haven't we have slept, we see more toil, more drama, and more danger. So what this points to is as well, if we want to change how we feel, we want to change something about how the circumstances of our lives present to ourselves, then we have the ability to change ourselves first, like uh, changing our inner state in the sense that maybe let's move a little to loosen up the system. Let's stretch a little to free up the energy. After that, so think about, how to change our story. Maybe there's something encouraging to be told about it. Like, this is not a strenuous, horrible thing that is happening to us, but a challenge and something that we can grow into, for example. So if we change our state, it's even easier to change the story about thing that is happening to us, or which we in the situation in which we find ourselves in. Therefore, we can propose like a strategy of changing our life towards the better in terms of, okay, I really want to care for myself. I really want to watch my sleep. I really want to watch my thoughts, see whether there's too much negativity around it, so that I can act upon it and take control over the things that I have control over, so that in the long run I will change the way the world presents itself to me. So I don't have to push and pull too hard, fight against the currents and fight against the waves like a madman standing at the beach, trying to push the waves back into the ocean, trying to fight them. This is pointless. No, the ocean is as it is, regardless whether I believe that I can change it or fight it or halt it. No, but I can change myself, view the world, or take a view on to reality that makes it possible to work with reality rather than waste my energy. And therefore, if I want to change the world, I have to start with myself first. I have to broom my stairs. I have to sweep my floor first before I wish the world to be cleaner. I have to make myself kinder. I have to be kinder before I wish the world would present itself kinder to me. Therefore, I have to change myself first in order to change the world.
Very true, man. I would say that the feeling of struggle is an opposite of the feeling of flow. And when we're struggling against what is, we're ultimately wasting a lot of energy. We can do the same actions and respond to these things that arise without constantly wishing that things were otherwise than how they really are. And the more that we can sync up in that, the more that we can flow with even the things that on the surface are setting us back, then the more that we can conserve our energy and use it to the best that we can and do what's within our control by accepting and finding a peace with the things that are outside of our control. So that's something that I need even today, actually, to be reminded of. And it's helpful to discuss these things and to just be reminded of the fact that all of these things that are coming up are already here. They're already exactly as they are. And what's within my control is to first see and accept reality, make my truce with the way that things are, and then I can flow through what I need to do and respond to the situations that arise, however they do arise. So, good reminder for me. I appreciate your thoughts on this, my friend.
Thank you too, my friends. We are always pushing and pulling because we see life as something that we negotiate rather than something we are. May we change ourselves towards a trajectory that life will present us itself in a way that we are happy to be, to live and to be and to flourish and to grow. And if it doesn't challenge us, we won't grow. So
Yeah,
may we challenge ourselves in the most flourishing ways. And have a great week, my friend.
you as well, my friend. Great talking to you. Enjoy your
Great
day.
talk. Bye, baby.
Bye bye.